Hello, I'm now going to take the Gossypium cotton kit from this pile of half-finished work to something that looks almost ready and in fact can be finished very swiftly. What's important is that you do trim and keep it neat and press as you go along. So I'm trimming off the 1.5 centimetre seam from the armhole bindings here. You can see I can recover the memory of the pressing lines you did earlier, and we need to remind the binding of these lines. Any minute now you're going to push it into the armhole. So what's important is we just press back where we've done the armhole stitching. And repressing once more. It's not a bad idea. There we are, that's how you had it before we made the circle. Let's just go back over it once more, because you need those lines when you put it in the armhole. Now I'm going to press the dress from this half-finished work into something that looks nearly finished, which is actually what it is. You've done the hard part now and you're on the homeward straight. So the first thing to press will be the gathers. It's nice to press them from the top, from the outside, and you can stretch it a bit to make sure that the seam is really down and the fold can be pressed nice and flat. So there you are. Press your gathers here, moving downwards. The flatter you press it, the more neatly you'll be able to finish it. So there we are. I wouldn't worry about pressing the whole thing, but what matters is your press there. The other thing you need to press is going to be your neck facing, so you need to turn the whole product over. What you will see as we press that is that actually you've pressed it upwards. That's going to be important. You're going to cover that bit over with your facing. So the next thing to press is going to be your facing and your shoulder seams. You need to finish pulling those right out through. Remember, you put them in a sandwich and now you need to pull them right out. So there they are. You can press your nice neat necklines. Like that. Now we need to do the rest of the neckline here. I would do it with the, like that, right round in the curve. You've already trimmed the curve, if you remember. Smooth it with your fingers. This is new fabric you're putting together and it will carry the memory of how you treat it. So smooth it round, making sure that it's nice and the seam's up against the edge of the fabric. You can see it's a beautiful curve now, and a quick press takes care of that. Now the two other things you can do while you're at this stage. One is prepare the pressing for the finishing of the inside. As you can see, the 1.5 seam allowance is just there all along the bottom. And if you fold it in and press it, it's going to be much easier to top stitch through and finish the bib, which is the next sewing operation you're going to undertake. So there you are, you can see I folded my 1.5 centimetres under. I do work through my fingers. You must let your fingers just feel their way. There you are, pressed and ready to be stitched. Now the other thing that's worth doing at this point is trimming the sides of your armhole. We've tried to make the patterns all match, but sometimes in some versions of some cuts there's a small trim that's required. You can see under here and just here. Keep your line smooth now and do a bit of creative cutting. Just the minimum required to make everything match. You can see I've hardly taken off anything, but it's going to make it much easier to fit the armhole later. Same on this side. Let's just trim round under that fold up bit, you see, around this, under slightly bigger than there, round and up to the shoulder. That's it. Now you're ready to put, I'll just show you because you can see, you're ready now to literally finish this, side seams, arm bindings and hem, and you're done.
What do you think?
Well, it's important to be